Hi there! So I'm Dee Woodward, and in this workshop I'm going to talk you through how to create your sexiest ever opt-in. And by sexy, well, that means simple and engaging. So let's get started. Now, first up, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is choose your most loved blog post. So go and have a little look through your blogs, see what got the best reactions, what you know that you got some really good feedback and comments from, and also if you have got Google Analytics, then of course you can go in and look at the stats for this so you can find out exactly which ones of your blogs are performing the best. But if you know that you've got one that you really love and has some really valuable information on there and it's worth repurposing, then choose that one. So once you've done that, I want you to go and head in and choose a opt-in template of your choice. Now you can do that by searching the main template section, or if you scroll down you can have a little look in the content upgrades section and choose one of the templates from here. So I'm going to pick this one because those colours just really scream out to me and I absolutely love it. So go ahead and click on the download link, and this will take you through to the page where you can download either the PowerPoint file or the InDesign. Now for this tutorial I'm going to show you working in the PowerPoint file. So we're just going to click on this, hit OK, and that will automatically download the link direct to your computer. Now you can go ahead and save this to your computer and then open it up into PowerPoint. So with this particular template you've got two options. Now you can either use both of these and have a cover page and an internal spread page, or you can just keep it simple, delete one of these pages and just choose one of the pages instead for your opt-in. Of course, if you want multiple pages, then you can just click on either one of these and choose to duplicate the slide, and you'll have another page within your template ready for you to go and edit. So once you have chosen your blog post, and you can go in here and start adding your text. Now the first thing I always like to do is click on the text box and go and change your font. So using your formatting palette, you can just go and click on the font section and choose your brand fonts, because it's very important to make sure that whenever you are working with these templates you change the fonts to your brand. Now this font palette will show different fonts depending on what fonts you've got installed on your machine. So if you've got your brand fonts installed on your machine, then you will have access to that font within here. Now when you change the font, you may need to go in and change the size, and of course you've got all these options, standard editing options to make things bold or italic, to go through and just pull out different parts of your blog, so that, for example, on these pages you can see we've got some heading sections and some body copy sections, and that just really allows you to pull out the important information. So think about that when you're going through and designing your content. Now if you look at the various templates that are available, you'll see that we have already covered some of these elements for you. So for example, if you are looking for more of a checklist kind of option, then this download may be better for you. As you can see in the very small preview down here, there are some checklist formats, so that might be more suited to the blog content. Now once you have filled out all of the information from your blog onto your template and you are happy with the layout and design, you've gone in and changed the colours. Just show you quickly how to change the colours here. So if you double click on any of the colour boxes, it'll open up the format and shape palette, and you can simply go in and choose your colours here. Now if there's colours that you've used previously, they'll be in your recent colour sections. If not, hit more colours, and you can use the CMYK sliders, or my favourite little tool, which is this little picker tool. So if you have got some brand colours, specific brand colours that you want to use, import an image of those colours first of all onto your template, and then using this tool you can see you can hover over any colour and you can select the colour and it picks up that exact colour for you. So that's a really handy tool to use, but you've always got the CMYK sliders or you've got RGB if you have the values for your colours. So let's just cancel out of this. And then when you're happy, then what we need to do is create a JPEG. Now you can go to File and hit Save As, and this will open up your saving options, and you can just click down and change it to a JPEG. Now when you do this and choose where you want to save it to, I'm going to save it straight to the desktop. That'll save this first page as a single JPEG, which is what we need for the next step in creating your sexiest ever opt-in, which is going to be creating a mock-up cover so that you can start to promote your opt-in and create some graphics that allow you to really show off what your opt-in is all about. So to do this, we're going to head back to the main Get It website, and we're going to go and find a mock-up design. Now my favourite one to use for this is actually using it in something that you're going to be wanting to promote your opt-in via. So for me that's always Facebook ads. So I would dive in here and select one of the pre-designed templates in the Facebook ads section, which already have, as you can see I've used them here as well, which already have one of these mock-up layouts on them. So you can see here we've got some different options. This one has got a computer on, which would be great, but we could actually just choose any of these designs and we can always add one of the mock-up iPads or the iPhone or any of those mock-up images into these graphics. So let's show you how you can do that, and I'm going to pick this template here. So I'm going to click on this one and download again using either PowerPoint or InDesign, and for this tutorial I'm going to stick with PowerPoint and show you how to do that. So we can download this to our desktop and then go ahead and open it into PowerPoint. So you can see here we've got this design, and if you look over in the left hand corner that gives you a good idea of the preview area of what you're actually going to be creating when you save the template, because within the template itself these images sometimes they overlap a little bit, so you can see that the image goes over the screen. So this gives you a great viewpoint of what's actually going to be cropped and contained within your image. So to make this into a Facebook ad to promote your opt-in, we're going to include one of the mock-up images. And to do that, I'm going to head to the resources area and I'm going to go and download one of the mock-ups. So if we head into the image library, click on search images and then head to the mock-ups area. Now you can see you can choose from various different iPads, different MacBooks. There's a white iPad, then there's also of course the iPhone, and there's a couple of new versions of either the laptop style or the main computer style. Now of course these are all Apple based because I'm a designer and I love everything Apple, so that's the graphics that we've got available in here. So I'm going to go ahead and download, let's look at the design, let's download the white iPad. So just click on the white iPad and click on download selected images, and that again will download this image to your computer. So if we open this up, we've now got a PNG file of the iPad that we can use on our template. So the quickest and easiest way to do this, to add it to your template, is to just simply grab the file from your computer and drag it into your template. And this will just drag and drop the image onto the page. And as you can see, it's got the transparency behind it, so you can then already start using this on your template without having to worry about any editing or cropping. Now of course you can go File, Insert Picture, and you can search for the image that you want to import this way and hit Insert, and that will also bring it into your template. but I like the drag and drop method because I just find that that's quicker for the way I work. But please do spend some time really getting used to using these templates in your version of PowerPoint, or if you're using Google Slides or whichever version that you're using. Just navigate around all of the tools and get comfortable with how you want to use these templates and what ways you want to import images, save things, find your formatting palettes, because there will be slightly different versions out there of PowerPoint, and everyone of course has a slightly different way of working, so use whatever way is easiest for you. So now that we've got this iPad, I'm going to drag it into space. I'm going to start moving around some of the features that we've got on this page. So I'm just going to move this up, and keeping an eye on this top corner, you can see that it's not going outside of those boundaries. I'm going to move this graphic slightly into the middle a little bit more, and let's move me off screen. And of course, make sure that when you are using these templates for yourself that you do change the image and you have an image of yourself in there, because you don't really want a picture of me in all of your Facebook ads. I'm still waiting for the day that I end up seeing lots of ads out there with my picture on, but it hasn't happened yet, so I'm pretty sure it won't happen. So, okay, so now we've got that in place, I'm going to go and grab the JPEG of the opt-in that we saved earlier, so the one that will have all of your information on, and I'm going to drag and drop that into place. As you can see, it's come in. It will need a bit of scaling, so we can just hold on to Shift and click on the cursor, your arrow. Click your cursor arrow onto the bottom corner, and holding Shift, it'll keep it in proportion whilst you start to move it around. So we're just going to roughly get this to the point where it sits behind that space, and then select the layer behind it, which is the iPad. And again, using Control or right click, depending if you are a PC or a Mac user, you want to open up Arrange and do Bring to Front, and that will bring the iPad layer to the front for you. And then we have it. That's how you add your opt-in, your sexiest ever opt-in, how you create that and add that to a mock-up image that you can then start using and promoting with Facebook graphics, or you can of course save this as just a web button to use on your website, or you can share it on social media, or of course you can save the upload and save this as a Facebook ad. So I hope you found that useful, and if you have any questions then please do head over into the Facebook group, into the Get It Studio, and feel free to share what you're working on or any questions that you may have, and I will be along to help.